undignified, dirty, and unbelievable that we would have that in this country. And fortunately, the business community saw that and really, really wanted to do something better and to provide some sort of services where people didn't have to live in such a disgraceful manner.
Tent City, to me, was inhumane, sad, and a failure.
Yes, I think when you visited in the area, there was a sense of sadness. So many lives ruined and not lived the way that we would hope lives could be lived. Very, very sad situation, and something had to be done. We needed people to step forward.
3 adjectives: nauseating, disgusting, and inhumane.
Tent City was not a solution. It was a signal to the community. You can do better.
You need 3 things to end homelessness no matter where you are, in this state or in this country. You need a plan, you need leadership, and you need money. And if you miss any one of those 3 key elements, you will fail at ending homelessness.
So I got a call one day from Scott Cowan, who was the county commissioner, and said, I would like you to go to a meeting to talk about Tent City and a possible solution. This was at the convention center. So I show up and there's 2 other people at this meeting. I'm thinking there's going to be a whole crowd of people. And it's Bill Keith, Dodie Keith's father, and Allie Waldman. So the 3 of us are sitting there and they say, we're supposed to be the solution to Tent City. So I said to Bill, what does the county really want us to do? He says, well, you're not going to believe this, but this is what they want. They want us to find a piece of land that's convenient on the east side of town. They want us to raise $6 million to build a facility. They want us to design a program for the homeless to offer services. And then they want us to hire a staff to run it. So I said, oh, is that all? I mean, we're looking at the 3 of us like, it's a fantasy land. But we started talking. We said, let's see if we can do this. Let's try and put together a group, find people who have good intentions and good hearts, who feel that this is a compelling reason, and let's see if we can do it. It was kind of a shot in the dark. It was against all odds type of a venture. But history proves that we were able to overcome all obstacles. We got a wonderful group of people together, our initial board of directors. We got Jim Blosser involved, who was one of our big proponents. He in turn got Wayne Heising involved. The community started to get behind it, and certainly with wonderful people that we had. These people, Blosser, Heisinger, they called a lot of the executive of companies that we had here in town, held 3 big meetings of the executives with Wayne Heisinger standing up and saying, this is something we need to do. I'm putting my money into it, and you need to do it.
Think about it. That initial meeting with 3 people, what made this such a success is they chose the right 3 people. That was the beginning. And I'm not so sure it would have happened if it were 3 different people.
I think for the homeless center to have gotten off the ground, it required 2 things. It required the support of county government, and it required the support of the business community. And I think that was the perfect marriage of the private and public coming together and doing something for the greater good of the county.
And it wasn't just going to be another routine mission where people would just come, get a place to stay and a hot meal and move on. They wanted to try and really make an effort to help these people get back on their feet and get the services that they needed. So it was a tremendous effort of working together, realizing that we needed each other, and we had a lot of challenges along the way. We didn't always see eye to eye in terms of what we felt was best, the county standpoint and from our own standpoint, but it came together. And actually, over the years, it's become much closer and more supportive. As they've seen, there are 5 homeowners associations that surround us. They were very skeptical when we first came to town. They were concerned, that there were going to be people, vagrants and homeless people milling around the property in the area. And now there's some of our biggest supporters. So it was all transformational. We relied somewhat on the housing trust down in Miami, the partnership they had down there, for some guidance and the homeless organization and how they put it together.
You cannot just knock on the door and ask to spend the night. There's a process.
And we don't want to be a nuisance to the community as a whole. Again, we're a solution. We're not a problem. We're where we're going on that mission for those individuals who have otherwise fallen on bad times for whatever their reasons. And that goes for the chronic, the episodically, and the situationally homeless individual. It's a place to come to get yourself, your life back together as we work to find housing options for you. Because it's really not about shelter, it's about housing.
Well, achieving the financial goal was something that was amazing because the whole community came together, and whether it was an in-kind contribution or a monetary contribution, everybody was at the table. Everybody who was anybody in Broward County was in on this project, which meant a lot to us. And that was one of the most important things to us, is meeting that milestone. The other milestone that was very significant, it was obtaining the penny sales tax. In order to keep this place running, we had to have a recurring source of income so that we could have all of the operations and the employees that we have. So that was another milestone that was amazing, and we were able to accomplish that.
If you look at the board continues to be made up of some of those original players, like Elliot Borkson. You've got a lot of those people. Bill Keith was such a driving force in those early days, and to have his daughter Dodie here as part of what Bill's legacy was, I think those are critical pieces that have allowed us to be what we are today.
This most recent achievement is this building, but I think it's going on beyond this. In Pompano, improving here, getting more people involved, enhancing the programs that we have. It's very, very exciting.
Certainly, initially, the biggest was in building the center, finally having a place for people to live with dignity, homeless people to live and be treated with dignity. And of course, there are many, many major achievements along the way. But the next thing that comes to mind, of course, is 7-on-7, where we're sitting right now. Here, the call I'm sorry, John Smith isn't here right now. May I take a message? And then John gets the message and has a cubby where he can make a phone call. Nobody says, John is homeless, he's not here right now. So he can, with dignity, return that call, get that job, and begin to turn his life around. Think about that.
We were getting almost 90% people who were eligible getting jobs. I mean, whoever thought that would happen? We were at 40, 50% for many years. And now almost everybody who can work is working. So that's great. That's great for the community, and it's great for us, and certainly for our residents.
But the real achievement is we've saved lives. We've turned lives around, changed their lives, and have now become productive parts of our society. So we talk about building, I did as well as everyone else, talk about building and how wonderful it is, which it is. But in the meantime, the individual's life is the key to success.
It's true. That's probably the biggest thing when you think about it. The people who come here haven't had any health care in years, many of them. It's the first time they've seen a medical professional. So when you say save lives, literally we've saved people's lives.
Okay, caring, compassionate, a phenomenal leader.
Dedicated, determined, amazing, amazing.
Unique, powerful, and committed.
A unique ability to get people on board to help her meet her goal. The doors that you knock on, where the people behind them say, no, I don't think we can do that. She gets to say, we'll help you. We'll work with you. And I think really that summarizes Fran.
Hardworking, dynamic, intuitive, and kind. She's just one of the most amazing persons. She's an angel.
It is a recognition long overdue of what a vision she brought, which was part of what Wayne and Jim's vision was, if you will, during their lifetimes, of making the quality of life in Broward County what it is today. I can't be more proud to look back at what she's done for this community and for the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that she never met, whose lives she changed, whose lives she altered, whose lives she extended, whose lives she saved. That's what the Blosser Award's about.